boy, here we go. We're in week 15 of the 2024-25 NFL season, where your guy is 5-7-2 against Texas Tony. I'm going to run through my picks real quick, then talk some trash and end this thing. Alright, let's do Rams versus San Fran. Both Texas Tony and I picked the Rams to win. It just falls right into the narrative that I think. And the Rams are starting to become a dangerous team. They proved it with defense against San Fran. San Fran might not be doing so great, but Rams defense is getting better. Rams. So we're even on that. Now, easy pick, Washington over New Orleans. KC over Cleveland, even though a lot of people are picking Cleveland. It's kind of weird, but Kansas City, whatever. Cincinnati over Tennessee. The Texans over the Dolphins. Baltimore crushing the Giants. I see that coming. The Jets over Jacksonville. The Carolina Panthers are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Anyway, Tampa Bay over the Chargers. I just don't trust the Chargers at all. Like, as much as I think the narrative is for LA teams to wreak havoc in the playoffs, I think the Chargers are still going to make the playoffs, but man, they're just I can't trust them. So Tampa Bay beating the Chargers. Denver beating the Colts. Arizona, even though they're hard to trust sometimes, Arizona's beating New England. Buffalo, this is a little bit of a heart pick because I need this, but Buffalo over Detroit. They're going to bounce back after that crazy game they had last week. And this is what some people are saying a potential Super Bowl matchup, but it's impossible for it to be a Super Bowl matchup because my Eagles are in the NFC, and they're not just representing the NFC, but they're winning the whole thing. Anyway, so Buffalo is beating Detroit. My Birds, yes. Today we're going in front of Philly right here. This is on my wall in my room. I love this picture. I absolutely love this picture. Oh, home. Anyway, my Birds beating in-state rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I always mention this. Don't forget, we used to be the Steagles back in the 40s when we couldn't field a full team by ourselves. Both teams because of World War II, so we had to band together, so there's no hate in the state. That's what I like to say, no hate in the state. But today we're beating the Steelers, but there are AFC. I want this to be the Super Bowl matchup because some people are saying Buffalo-Detroit. No, I would love for it to be Eagles-Steelers. Keystone Bowl, we're winning today, and we're winning in the Super Bowl against them. I am going to keep on picking Seattle. E12, this is for you, man. I'm picking Seattle beating Green Bay today. Seattle is just staying hot. They're staying in front of their division. I think they beat Green Bay today. And there's a couple teams out there that I kind of don't... It's going to be interesting in the playoffs. And Seattle's one of them. The Rams are one of them. And Tampa Bay is one of them. I think we're shaping up to have a really good playoff set here. Green Bay is not something just to walk over. And I have the Vikings beating Chicago, even though I think it's possible for Chicago to beat the Vikings. And I want that to happen so bad because that would help out with seeding, because then what I want is for the Vikings to have a worse record, especially in the conference, so then when they beat Detroit later in the season, I think it's like their season finale or so, then if there was a tiebreaker, the Eagles would actually get the tiebreakers with everybody, and then the Eagles would be the #1 seed. So heart, I would love for Chicago to win, but I don't think this can happen. Vikings win today. And then this, I was actually kind of close on this, but I'm picking, this is a defensive pick because I haven't looked at Tony's picks yet. Atlanta beating the Raiders. I actually really believe the Raiders can win this game because Atlanta is just, they can be so whatever. Trash talk. Let's see what trash talk they got. Not a crazy amount because this is against the Steelers. Like I said, I have no hate in the state, and we're separate conferences. It's not like the Flyers and the Penguins where I didn't realize as a kid, because nobody in my family watched hockey, but I didn't realize that we're such rivals because we're in the same division in hockey. But in football, we're playing you today, so we don't want the Steelers to win. But overall, I don't care if the Steelers beat the crap out of anybody else in the AFC and goes to the Super Bowl. But today, my Birds going to win. Dallas is just tail spinning. I think they're going to say whatever they're going to say because Carolina, I believe, is coming on. They took Kansas City pretty far. They took us pretty far. I think they're playing some good football right now. They're starting to come up, and they're going to be a surprise team for next year. So I see them beating up on Dallas today. And I don't have much else, anything else. I do not have something wacky for Texas Tony this week. I will save it for next week. I'll come up with something fun. But man, I'm just looking for this Eagles playing later on, so just doing a lot of cooking, a lot of Christmas stuff. I hope everybody has, this is also going to be for next week too, but I hope everybody has a great on the way to holiday season and just enjoy games, fun, family, and the Birds. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Birds. Beat the Steelers today. Have a good one.